guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a bold red lip with a nice winged cat eye. So I just went ahead and filled in my brows, did my foundation, very little on your brush if you're using the Belle foundation. And now I went on top of my lid, which is very important. It uses as eye primer. So yeah, go ahead with your brush. So now today I'm going to be using my Avon palette, and I'm going to be using this very tan natural color. I'm almost out of it. As you can see, I use it quite a bit. So I'm going to be using that color. So I'm going to really get the rest of that product in. There are plenty of tutorials how to kind of crush it up and use a lot more of it when you're getting so low. So basically I'm just bringing it here in my corner and just bringing it up. Not too high. I'm just doing this. Kind of like the width of this brush is as far as I'm going up. And I'm just really going over it so it's very nicely blended. And this is a nice light shade, so it won't look too bold and take away from the cat eye that you're going to be achieving. So again, I'm just going in and kind of twist your brush with your fingers, and it kind of gives you the perfect shape where it's shading in. Okay, so I'm just blending that in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna just add a little bit more product because I can see that it's a little darker on this side. Okay, now, I know I do this a lot, but again, I really like a very dynamic bottom. So I'm going to be bringing that right under there. Now, I've been watching a lot of tutorials myself and seeing a lot of people's different eye shapes and stuff like that. The one with the crease on the bottom, this works perfectly. And then when you're using your brightener, just use it like right under that line. So I'm just bringing that in. Just filling my brows. I use a very similar color, so for my shadow. So I'm bringing that in, making sure that's connecting with that, and bringing it really well under, making sure that's blended on the corners. So now I'm going to go in with a white liner, and I'm going to go in with my waterline with that. Again, when you're sharpening cheaper liners, make sure to kind of blend your finger across it so it's not going to stab you. And I'm just throwing that in the waterline. A heavy coat. I'm stretching that eyelid as much as I can possibly. Now I'm going in with my black liner here, and again I'm stretching this, going against the lashes. Sorry guys, I want to make sure that this is really nice. Now, when you're doing a wing liner, you can really apply a little bit above that lash line. So I'm going to apply in the lash line like I did. Now I'm just going to bring it up. And your thickest part should be at this corner here. And then blend in. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on this eye. I'm stretching out those eyelids. Try and not blink when you're doing this process. Okay, now I'm just bringing that a little forward. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, and now the wing, I'm going to apply the liquid liner. Again, when you use your liquid liner, try and brush the little brush on top, try and make that as smooth as possible for your application. And go on the side of the brush. And try and start thin and then just apply more and more in that center there. So again, I'm just going to be rubbing that. And try and concentrate on how thick you're applying it on the other side and how long. And the way for a smooth line is always pressing your brush up against your lid first to the thick part and then smoothing it out. Because if you start here with your brush, you're going to get a mess. So I have a really, really nice wing there. So let that dry. And while we let that dry, I'm going to show you how to do the bold red lip. Now, I got this one by Essence. You can get any brand that you prefer. Obviously, the more expensive, sometimes the better. So, but I find this one by Essence actually lasts on pretty well, and yeah, I like it. So I'm going to use my Essence lip liner, and this one is a red blush. And I'm going to stretch out my lid. Here, I'm going to come a little bit closer for you guys. Okay, so now I have that on. Now I'm going to apply a white liner right in the middle here. Smudge it in. Okay. And then now I'm going to apply, you can use a lip liner, which you're probably better off to, but I'm going to use black liner just here in the corners there. Okay, and now I'm going to go on top with my lipstick. And I'm just blending these corners in first because you don't want the black mixed in with the white because it's just going to look like a pale color. I got that on my teeth. Okay, and now I'm just going over this white. Just kind of dab it on the white. Okay, and now to clean up those lips. Okay, see how you can see all this excess stuff on the side? I know I'm breaking out down here just because I've been applying a few coats of makeup every day, just trying to get more tutorials and photos up. So anyways, but it has been clearing up my skin because these I just got a day ago, and last night I washed, and it pretty well is healed. Now they're just finishing up. Okay, so anyways, so I'm going to again use my foundation brush, and I'm going to go in with a whatchamacallit, my foundation, and then I'm just going to stretch out my lips and go right under. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to do that on top. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush. I'm going to put my lips in a little bit. And blend it in. And then you can go over with your red lip liner. Okay, and now I'm going to take my finger and to get that excess stuff that would have fallen in my teeth. And there's your lips. Now you can apply a falsies, or you can apply just a heavy coat of mascara. And I also like to apply a nice white under my brow and in the corner. So I'm just doing that off my Avon palette right there, that nice bright white. Just where the light's gonna hit it. And when you're doing this, you can do a heavy coat because this is just where the hit's lighting it, or hitting it. Okay, so I've applied that, and now I'm going to go in with a heavy mascara. Heavy coats of mascara, I should say. So wiggle back and forth. You're bringing your lashes up like that. And then and bottom lashes, especially if you're applying a white liner, because you want your eye to be really bold and without emphasizing the bottom, even just with a shadow. I don't find it brings your eyes as big. Okay, right now I'm using, it's really dirty, it's Stay Strong by Essence. It's a little green one, and I find it's really nice to bring up your lashes. Also very affordable, so. And now I'm just going to be using my wrist. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial.